Maine's Chickadee and Pinecone license plates are poised to fly away. They'll be replaced by a retro design inspired by the state's original flag, which has seen a surge in popularity in recent years. The license plate design borrows from the original flag from Maine statehood, a simple design featuring a blue North Star and a stylized green pine tree. The legislature's Transportation Committee voted unanimously yesterday to replace all of the state's aging license plates between 2025 and 2026. Under the bill, motorists would have a choice of the standard pine and star license plate or a plain version with no art.